Good afternoon and thank you for joining us on Beetv News Update at 3. My name is Zainab Mohammed and now the news in details. The Zamfara state government has reiterated that it will not shut down schools despite the recent wave of attacks and student adoptions across the region. Authorities insist that adequate security measures have been strengthened to protect learning centers and ensure uninterrupted academic activities across the state. The government also announced the award of specialized scholarships to young people in Zamfara to study aviation, aircraft engineering, and other professional courses in various institutions. The report. Schools in Zamfara have suffered attacks by bandits in recent years, leading to the temporary closure of boarding schools to improve security and guarantee the safety of students and teachers. Recent adoptions in Kebbi and Niger State prompted some states to shut down all schools, but the Zamfara state government insists this is not the case in Zamfara, stressing that current security measures are sufficient to keep schools open.
Most of the states that have closed their schools are states that are operating the boarding system of education, and where students are there in the hostels, and these bandits usually operate at...
Yes, so there are so many things happening. What we are working on right now is to ensure that we are able to get scholarships and bursaries for every student that is already studying within higher institutions in Zamfara State.
The state government says it is responding to this demand and has begun awarding additional scholarships to deserving students. FAZAMS also presented the governor with an award of excellence for his contributions to the development of education in the state. Zainab Mohammed reporting for Beetv News. Advocacy for stronger women representation in governance gains significant momentum in Maiduguri, where political leaders, policymakers, and gender advocates from across the Northeast gathered for a high-level sensitization meeting on the reserved seat bill for women. The bill, if passed, is expected to reshape Nigeria's democratic landscape by creating constitutionally guaranteed seats for women in legislative houses. The report.
At the multi-purpose hall of the Government House, Maiduguri, a powerful gathering of voices from across the region converged with a unified message. Nigeria must open its constitutional space for women in leadership. For many participants, this moment represents a defining chapter in the nation's journey towards gender inclusion.
It is a wake-up call. A democracy where half of the population hold less than 5% of political representation is a democracy operating below its own capacity.
It's a powerful call to action. It reminds us that women are not just participants in nation building. They are central to shaping the future of Nigeria. Women have always been at the heart of community development, peace building, and economic progress.
The Northeast coordinator for the advocacy, Halima,
for our constitutional space in leadership is not just a team, it is a movement, it is a statement, it is a declaration that the time has come for women to be fully represented at the decision-making table.
Borno State Deputy Governor Umar Usman Kadafor described the proposed legislation as a transformative bill capable in governance.
The reserved seats for women bill is therefore a strategic corrective measures, a tool for strengthening democracy by promoting representation that truly reflects the diversity of our population.
As the forum concluded, one message echoed strongly across the whole: the Northeast is ready to champion the passage of the Reserved Seats Bill and advance a more gender-inclusive governance structure for Nigeria. Evelyn Isabella reporting for Beetv News.
The federal government is calling on ministries, state governments, and development partners to accelerate the delivery of special agro-industrial processing zones as Nigeria and IFAD open the second joint supervision mission in Abuja. Officials say the review comes at a critical moment as implementation expands but bottlenecks continue to limit results. The report. For years, Nigeria's agricultural sector has struggled with limited processing capacity, weak market linkage, and high post-harvest losses. The SPAT initiative was created to close these gaps by clustering farmers, processors, and logistics services within coordinated hubs. As the second joint supervision mission begins, the ministry emphasizes that the review is essential to resolving delays and improving coordination across participating states. According to IFAD, more than 41,000 farmers and value chain actors have been profiled, creating a database needed for transparent targeting and forming the backbone of accurate and accountable beneficiary support. So far, the program has supported over 14,000 beneficiaries in 2025 and has cumulatively reached more than 15,000 people with input support, nutrition interventions, training, and digital climate service.
Take a close and honest look at the progress achieved so far, review implementation bottleneck, and jointly chart a clear, coordinated path that will accelerate results across all SAPs state.
IFAD also notes significant progress in inclusion. Women now make up to 50% of profiled farmers in Ogun State, while youth participation accounts for nearly a quarter of beneficiaries in Kano. The federal government says it remains committed to strengthening oversight and working closely with IFAD, other partners and participating states to deliver fully operational agro-industrial zones. Projects with the potential to create jobs, reduce losses, expand processing capacity, and boost food security. The Joint Supervision Mission continues in Abuja. Zainab Mohammed reporting for Beetv News. The Court of Appeal in Abuja has struck out the appeal filed by the convicted leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu, ruling that it lacked merit and had become academic following his terrorism conviction by a federal high court. The lead judgment delivered by Justice Moses Ugo stated that Kanu's claim of violations of his rights to dignity, health care and religion while in DSS custody can no longer stand since he is now convicted, sentenced to life imprisonment and currently held in prison custody. The court also noted that Kanu's own lawyer confirmed he is being detained at Sokoto prison, making it impossible to grant his request to be transferred to Kuje prison. Justice Ugo added that Kanu had previously preferred prison custody and the court cannot revisit those prayers after his conviction. Respondents in the appeal included the Director General of the DSS, and the Attorney General of the Federation. Maru Sissoko Embalo has been arrested after gunfire erupted in the capital, Bissau. Government sources confirmed that the president was detained on Wednesday. Shortly afterwards, military officers appeared on state television announcing the suspension of the electoral process and declaring that they would assume control of the country until further notice. The West African nation had been awaiting the results of Sunday's presidential election, which had already faced controversies after the main opposition candidate was disqualified. Official results were expected on Thursday, but both Embalo and his main challenger, Fernando Diaz, had claimed victory ahead of the announcement. Nigeria's Minister of Education, Dr. Tunji Alausa, had held a high-level bilateral meeting in Doha with the Qatari Minister of Education and Higher Education, Lowa bint Rashid Mohammed, to strengthen educational collaboration between both countries. The discussion focused on expanding cooperation in inclusive education and addressing the challenge of out-of-school children in Nigeria. Both ministers reviewed Nigeria's national plan to reform Almajiri and out-of-school education, including large-scale teacher training for Malams, upgrading infrastructure in Shanghai schools, and supporting 33 bilingual schools built by the Islamic Development Bank across 11 states. Dr. Alausa emphasized Nigeria's commitment to reintegrate millions of marginalized learners into quality education, improving literacy and numeracy, expanding vocational skill, and ensuring safer learning environment nationwide. In Kebbi, the state government has officially handed over the rescued schoolgirl of Government Girls Comprehensive Secondary School, MAGA, to their parents after days in captivity. Governor Nasiru Idris, who received the girls, said they have been released to their fathers to be reunited with their mothers and families who were anxiously awaiting their return. He expressed profound gratitude to President Tinubu for ensuring the safe release and return of the students and commended security agencies for their resilience and professionalism throughout the rescue operation. Earlier, the state government's wife Zainab Nasiru Idris expressed great joy presenting the girls with clothes, monetary support and other relief items to help them restart their lives.
parents of these our daughters, so that we formally hand over these our daughters to them.
We'll be going on a short break. Do stay with us.
Oh, time don't reach. What other people, many people, and those people, time don't reach to keep your environment clean. Operation Clean Your Environment. Operation Clean Your Business Places. You will be hotel owner, you will be market owner, you will they work out for street bus driver. Aha, that dirty way for your motor, not to run for grand environment. Carry that dirty, put down for your waste bin. Motor day we go carry on for your doorstep. Because you better can say cleanliness lead to dirtiness. Now small yama they lead to sickness. You will work out the drink pure water or can water. Not to run for grand. If they grab you, I just tell you they go. No time to waste time. This one time don't come for us to join hand with the Orado local government by Honorable Gabriel Dusser, aka Gabro, and the state government. His Excellency Senator Mondo Pawolo Akbako rescue to keep environment clean. Because when you keep your environment clean, Papa, you go enjoy good health. Bring you this message from Orado Local Government Council.
Let's join hands together to keep Edo clean.
Welcome back, and now to business news. The Securities and Exchange Commission has instructed capital market operators to confirm their compliance status and ensure every tradable instrument is fully registered under the new Investment and Security Act by January 2025. The report.
Speaking at the SAC Journalist Academy in Lagos, Director General Emomotimi Agama said the ISA 2025 provides clearer regulatory powers that will strengthen investor protection and improve market transparency. Represented by Commissioner Bola Ajomale, he noted that the Act closes long-standing gaps that previously hindered investigations into market abuse, granting the SEC broader authority to probe both regulated firms and related third parties when necessary. Agama added that the reform was prompted by the rise of digital trading, fintech, virtual asset, and new financial schemes that the old law could not adequately address. He said, aligning with global IOSCO standards will make Nigerians' market deeper, safer, and more competitive, adding that full operator compliance by January is vital for building a modern and resilient capital. Guinea Insurance PLC is seeking shareholder approval to raise up to 15 billion naira in fresh capital to meet the new minimum capital requirements introduced under the Nigerian Insurance Industry Reform Act 2025. According to a notice filed with the Nigerian Exchange, the company plans to increase its share capital from 4 billion to 19 billion naira and raise new funds through a combination of rights issue and private placement. The move is aimed at strengthening its financial base and supporting long-term growth strategies. The NIRA 2025 raised the capital threshold for non-life insurers to 15 billion, life insurance to 10 billion, and reinsurers to 35 billion, prompting many companies to begin recapitalization processes. As of Wednesday, close of trading, Guinea Insurance shares appreciated by 3.6% to 1.15%, with over 2 million units traded. Global B2B payments platform Vector has announced winners of its maiden Vector Global Business Award, recognizing early-stage African startups making stride in innovation and cross-border trade. At the ceremony held in Lagos, DingPay, a fintech company, won first place and a cash prize of $10,000, followed by Aquatrack in second place with $3,000 and Grower, an online tech talent marketplace, in third place with $2,000. Vector CEO Ola Oyetayo praised the exceptional qualities of founders participating in the competition, saying the award reflects the strength, resilience, and global ambition within Africa's early-stage startup ecosystem. He added, the Vector remains committed to providing the financial infrastructure that will help young businesses scale their international operations. From the business scene, I am Soher or Semegi, reporting for Beetv News.
Social commentator Gege has stirred controversy online after criticizing Super Eagles striker Victor Boniface for purchasing a Lamborghini reportedly worth 400 million naira. He argued that the footballer's decision was insensitive given the current insecurity, economic difficulty, and recent kidnapping incidents affecting residents of Edo State. The comments have triggered widespread debate.
Gege claimed the money could have assisted families struggling with ransom demands, referencing a recent couple's adoption where kidnappers allegedly requested 70 million naira. While some Nigerians supported his concerns, insisting public figures should show more compassion in tough times, others argued that Boniface cannot be compelled to take on responsibilities that rest with the government. The debate continues to trend across social media as opinions remain sharply divided. In another development, Davido's aide Israel DMW has reacted to Sophia Momodu's recent claim that she has not received any child support from the singer in the past 5 years. Sophia stated that aside from school fees paid by Celebrity Gets Me Out of Here returned with its first live bush tucker trial since 2019, delivering a chaotic and stomach-turning spectacle as contestants were forced to drink gruesome cocktails mixed by fellow campmates. The challenge ended dramatically when Irish model Vogue Williams vomited after being made to drink a blend of fish eyes and fermented fish. Those who finished their drink the fastest gained immunity from the first elimination, leaving Jack Osomborn, Alex Scott, Aich, Angry Jane, Kelly Brook, Martin Kep, and Ruby Wax up for the public vote. Meanwhile, emotions ran high elsewhere in camp as Shona McGratty opened up about ending her engagement shortly before entering the jingle, adding a heartfelt moment to the otherwise intense episode. And that's it on the entertainment news. Evelyn Isabel reporting for Beetv News.
And now to sports news. The Edo State chapter of the Sports Writers Association of Nigeria, SWAN, has shown its full weight behind the executive chairman of the Edo State Sports Commission, Honorable Amadine Desmond Nabulili. Passing a firm vote of confidence in his leadership at an emergency conference held Tuesday, November 25, 2025, at the Samuel Obemudia Stadium Media Center in Benin City. The Congress called to address key concerns within the association ended with a unanimous endorsement of Inabulele. Members praised his steady commitment to repositioning Edo as a powerhouse in Nigerian sports and his push to build lasting structures that can support athletes and administrators for years to come. Delegates also lauded the Edo State government for what they've described as bold and strategic investments in facilities, athlete welfare, and programs designed to strengthen the state's entire sports ecosystem. They noted that the current administration has shown clear intent to boost opportunities for athletes, coaches, associations, and other stakeholders across the sector. In a statement issued by his media officer, Edoko Wilson Edoko, Inabulele said he was deeply encouraged by the vote of confidence, calling it a boost that reinforces the team's commitment to delivering results. Inabulele restated the commission's and prepare Edo athletes to compete and win on national and international stages. He also thanked Governor Mondo Pebulo, crediting the administration's support as the backbone of the commission's progress. The Congress equally reaffirmed confidence in the chairman of Edo SWAN, Comrade Kehinde Osagide, praising his leadership and professionalism. Members stressed they would not allow any individual or group to undermine his